While operating a Deere 60-inch deck, I noticed that the blades stopped running, and looking underneath the tractor, the drive shaft had come disconnected from the transaxle housing, and there's a few pieces, as you can see, missing from that drive shaft. So we'll do a repair to this to get this back running in operation. Okay, looks like there's a lock ring around the end here, which is retaining this collar, and so let's remove that. Okay, these are all the parts that were hanging on after it disconnected. There was the spring and the locking ring, and there's a metal retainer. And then I only found 3 of the 4 retention balls up here, and then 2 of the larger ones here. There should have been 4 and 2, so one of them must have been lost. And then a back plate. All right, here, so let's clean this up. Take a look at what we have. Good news, rather than tracking down all the individual parts, Deere sells a kit for this. There's the number AM124741. So we can take a look at all what's included in there. So we get a new spring, new back plate. Here's the big piece that kind of came apart. So we have the inner metallic retainer, but surrounded by a molded plastic part. So all that plastic was gone on mine. Perhaps it disintegrated. The retaining ring. And then lastly, okay, so we have 4 of the smaller retaining balls and 2 of the larger ones, as expected. Okay, we'll just put some tube grease down these retaining holes. Slide on the back plate. Slide on the spring. Put on our retaining collar. And then lastly, the retaining ring. Okay, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Took me longer to get the deck up than to do that. That was a good time to also grease up the universal joints. It's a lot easier to do it right now too. Okay, we'll do a quick cleanup and re-grease the rest of the deck and get it back on the tractor. Okay, we've got the deck cleaned up back underneath the tractor. Last part is to reconnect this drive shaft to the spline drive. And there we go.